Welcome, welcome, welcome. As we say in the tradition of Umoja, Swabona, we see you. Thank you so much for being here this evening. And welcome to the end of the year celebration and graduation for the College of Marin Umoja program. My name is Professor Walter Turner. I am the coordinator of the College of Marin program. As I said before, Swabona, it comes from the Zulu language. The Zulu language, the Zulu ethnic speaking group, are part of the Niger Congo speaking group that migrated out of West Africa thousands of years ago in the BC period. And they settled in the region which we now refer to as South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana. And that tradition means that we see you, we recognize you, we respect you, we honor you. Thank you for being here this evening. It's a great honor to see you. It's a great honor to make this next step. I want to welcome President Superintendent Dr. David Wayne Kuhn, who is here this evening with us. I want to welcome Dr. Jonathan Eldridge, who is here with us, the Board of Trustees of the Marin Community College District, our graduates, their families, and all attendees. I want to especially thank the Umoja team, who have always been committed to what the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said in 1963 when he talked about the fierce urgency of now, that there is such a thing as being too late. But this fierce urgency of now has been a driving force behind the Umoja program. We are all proud and beaming from ear to ear as we honor our Umoja graduates for the academic year 2021. In the messianic tradition of African American culture, we have taken a big step towards, quote unquote, making it to the other side. Lots of pushing and pulling to get to the other side, and we are here. The word Umoja is a Kiswahili word, which is a Bantu language from the area of East Africa, Tanzania, and Kenya. It's the most widely spoken indigenous African language on the African continent. The statewide Umoja program was established in 2006, and to this date has graduated more than 10,000 students. The program is rooted in over 57 campuses and serves 5,000 students plus annually. The goals of the program are to ensure the success, the retention, the graduation, and transfer of African American students and all students in the California Community College system. We don't, and I mean this in all honesty, we don't have words that reflect our appreciation for the guidance and vision of Professor Katrina King. She is a regional coordinator of Region 2. She is our coordinator, a great listener, kind, constructive analysis and criticism and pointing us the right direction. She attends all of our events. She answers all of our questions. She's professional. She's serious. She's empowering. As I'm thinking to myself, as I told her in the intro, we don't want to say too much publicly because we are trying to find a way to steal Professor Katrina King and bring her to the College of Marin officially. She has been a gem to our program. We couldn't have asked for better. Please welcome Professor Katrina King, the regional #2 coordinator for the statewide Umoja program. Katrina, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you. And thank you for all of those kind words. I was looking around like, who else is coming up named Katrina? I'm so excited to be here with all of you all. And just a special congratulations to all of the wonderful graduates and to your families as well. So proud of you to just be able to graduate at a time where there are so many things that have gone on or may have exacerbated challenges and made graduation just seem like that much further away. So the fact that you've overcome that, just take this moment to really celebrate and to really just embrace the thing that you all have accomplished by being able to walk the stage or this virtual stage of Zoom today. Dr. Bettina Love reminds us that Black suffering or struggle must be coupled with joy, with Black joy. And so we oftentimes talk about freedom is a constant struggle in the words of Angela Davis, but just making sure that we take those opportunities and those moments where we can celebrate, where we can really just smile and look at our achievements and pat ourselves on the back, really take hold of those moments and really take the time to really just celebrate yourselves. We can all list a number of things that have exacerbated the conditions of people of color, particularly over the last 12 to 18 months. But let's be encouraged, graduates, as you look around, because we know that you all are evidence of the diamonds that are produced under pressure. So anytime there's a lot of pressure, you know that you're making a gem that is coming out of that process. Understand that as we celebrate your academic achievement and your transition to the next level of your education, that education is a liberatory act. It's not just about the diploma, the degree, or the certificate that you've earned, but it's actually an act of freedom, because chains can't hold an informed head. So continue to pursue excellence in all that you do, in all of your future endeavors, and practice the Umoja practice of gifting by sharing your knowledge with others, by sharing your experiences with others, by sharing the things, the relationships, the trust that you've built in this College of Marin community. And I know it is second to none. It is actually listed as one of the best community college campuses. So you know that you're graduating from the best in the state. And remember Ubuntu and the spirit of Ubuntu, that I am because we are. So as we stand here as practitioners, as educators, as faculty members, as staff, as our presidents, as leaders, we all are standing with you in all of your accomplishments and all of your endeavors. So together we have everything, we are everything, and we can do anything. And you are evidence of that. Congratulations to the class of 2021, and congratulations to the faculty, staff, and leadership of College of Marin. I am so blessed and so happy to be a part of this commencement with you all.
Thank you, Katrina. We appreciate your support. My name's Troy Stevenson, and I'm one of the counselors for the Umoja team. Tonight, I have the honor of introducing Grace Tueros. Grace graduated from Tamalpais High School in 2019 and enrolled in College of Marin's Summer Bridge program, where she learned about all of the resources and people on campus to help her through the process. She registered and enrolled into the Umoja learning community, which was a blessing to have her in the class. And she really wanted to know, hey, UC tag, what is this thing? I want to understand it. And really was able to connect the dots on what she needed to do to get herself there. I spoke to Umoja student Jaywan Radford earlier, and I said, Jaywan, what can you say about Grace? And he gets quiet and says, I've been going to school with her since kindergarten, and I don't even know where to begin. There's just too much. And then he's like, he went on to say, she has a fierce personality. She's a born leader. She's very caring, willing to help others. She's fun to be around, vibrant, and strives to reach her goals. And I was thinking, yep, that's exactly Grace. Umoja family, help me welcome Umoja team assistant, Grace Tueros.
Thank you, Troy, for those wonderful words. God, got me tearing up. Seriously, oh my God, okay. Well, I've have a combination for this ceremony. I've made a combination of both a poem and a speech. And this poem is called My Journey of Umoja. As a human being, I know now that I am born into one civilization, a civilization that is made of different populations that hold conversations of both liberations and limitations for people now and in past generations. But I wouldn't have learned anything about the reality of this conversation through my education if it wasn't for this organization. For me, Umoja organization, I joined, what Troy said, I joined my first year with all my friends. And I was inspired to make a difference in my own community, in my own classes, within my own class, with my classmates, to make a change in Marin County. Troy, I'm here to say proudly that you have inspired me every day in your classes, even when I wasn't in your classes this semester during COVID. You have always inspired me to just be the best that I can. And I'm proud to say right now that I am going to be a teacher and both an academic counselor because of you. Now, as a student, I would like to personally say thank you to all the Umoja team and all the teachers and all the counselors and staff that I see here today at the College of Marin for all the support that was given to me and for my classmates for all the time that we've been at College of Marin. Thank you so much for your dedication. It has really, truly inspired all of us to pursue a better career path in life in general. Thank you so much.
Last year, during the righteous outrage surrounding the killing of George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, people around the world went to the streets to be seen and to be heard. Our keynote speaker went to the streets and they organized. They went from Sacramento to Marin City and everywhere in between. They organized to change police practices and demand accountability from our elected officials. They were among the organizers and mobilizers of Black and Brown young people and their communities to vote in the 2020 elections. In spring 2020, they returned to their alma mater, College of Marin, and they were part of a powerful series of convocation workshops on equity, inclusion, and systemic racism. I remember Amber Allen Pearson from the College of Marin when she graduated, when she went on with her education, when she traveled to Africa, when she returned to make a difference in our community, with our students, and with our educational institutions. Amber is a mother, a poet, a writer, an educator, a healer, a public speaker, a revolutionary, a change maker, a soldier, a friend, and a gift from the Zamani, the ancestors. Please welcome our Umoja graduation keynote speaker, Amber Allen Pearson.
Thank you, Walter, and thank you to everyone who asked me to be here. I always find it so hard to speak after somebody gives such a honoring, but I'm grateful for how you see me, and I hope to live up to that. I am nostalgic, to be honest. This is such a full circle moment. As a graduate, I was thinking about how held I was by this institution, by the teachers and professors and counselors who are on this call. And this was before Umoja. So I'm so glad that there's something here that holds students that have such a specific story, because I was held by teachers, but that was missing, and that's often missing in this county. So this is a beautiful ceremony to be a part of. This is something I'm so honored to speak at. And I was wondering, what do you say? What do you say to the class of 2021? To the class that had to focus and accomplish this incredible goal at the same time that there was a pandemic and a shelter in place, at the same time that there was an insurrection and riots all over the world, at the same time that the line of division that we were already existing in got bolder and bolder and clearer and clearer. And there was a call to the streets, and there was a push, and there's been a pull. What do you say to students who have had to, do math during global warming? What do you say to the students who had to focus and accomplish everything that you have accomplished today to be here in this moment? And congratulations, of course, but it seems to me that if I were to instill any wisdom or plant any seed with you right now that you take on the journey from here, it would be to dream and imagine, because you are the class that is such a pivotal time in history and in our life. We are living in a fertile soil and we are living in a different history. And so you have already shown your ability to curate and cull the information and the wisdom of our professors and our institutions. Keep doing that. But while you're doing that and culling the information and the tracks and walking the lines that have been laid for you, dream of things you've never seen before. Give some exercise to your imagination, because you are the class in the middle of all of this, and every class that comes after you that is going to dream a new world from all of the tear and all of the wreckage and all of the shaking and the disorder that has been this last year. And you're the class that survived it. You're the class who thrived in it. You're the class who successfully graduated and is going on to wherever you're going in your life, which means that you are the ones who will shape what comes. Because I always like to tell people, when you look around and you look at your life, not knowing any of you, or actually there are a few people here that I see who I know individually, but for most of you, we're just meeting. So I can't know the stories that you bring and what it took for you to get to this moment, but you do. You know what it was to be in your home. You know what it was to be in your body and to be in this neighborhoods and communities and the world that we live in. And when you look around and you think about all of those things and reflect upon our neighborhoods and the neighborhoods of our brethren, Black and brown folk especially, keep in mind that all of that was designed. There was a world that existed not only long before the pandemic, but before slavery, before race, where we were curious about each other, where we were interacting with each other in a way that was about growth and development. And that got lost somewhere because people sat down and decided it to be so. There was work that went into the neighborhoods that we live in. There's work that went into this world and how it exists. And spend some time grieving that, spend some time being angry at that, but I really want you to spend some time imagining and being the ones who create what comes next. You're the dreamers. You're the ones who have all the wisdom that has been laid at your feet to this point. And you're the ones who have shown the ability to move through the chaos that exists from the things that have been designed before to create something new. So my charge to you that I will add along to the congratulations that I'm offering is foster your dreams. In addition to transferring to the universities that you're going to, or taking the jobs that have been offered, whatever your path is, I want you to take the time to rest and nap and color and dance and write and be in friendship, building community. Because that's the truth is that's where the magic comes from. One of the things that I learned in this last year in my own journey, as Walter had mentioned, about hitting the streets and pushing for change, is that I needed all of those things. I needed my own dreams. I needed all of my different expressions. I needed a team that could support me on the days when it was heavy to exist as a Black woman in this world, when it was heavy to be a mother to a Black son. I needed to be held in a million different ways that I didn't know how to do before then. So that the offering that I'm giving you isn't just, it's a testimony. It's a testimony to the things I've gathered. And so with that, I just want to say, take this and all of the wisdom that you've gone and go on and make this world a better place, because I'm going to be old and I'm going to need that from you. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Amber. What a moving and inspirational speech. Hello, everyone. My name is Renetta Earley, and I'm the other Umoja counselor. We have a very special guest here tonight, Rose Thompson, that we are honoring along with our graduates. I've known Rose for over 34 plus years as a colleague, a friend, a former College of Marin EOPS counselor, and as one of our founding Umoja team members. One night, when Rose had returned from her second maternity leave, we were catching up and talking about what has been happening on the campus. And I had mentioned to Rose that Professor Turner and I was starting a new program to assist African-American students on campus to remain and complete their goals. And before I could really finish, Rose said, "Oh, I want to be a part of that." And within that moment, that's how Rose became a part of our Umoja team. And since then, and part of what Rose said, I want to be a part of the team, I had to let her know that we did a proposal for a stipend and there was no compensation for her. And she said, "That's not going to stop me. I want to be a part of the team." And from that point forward, Rose, Professor Turner, and myself became a very strong, tight-knit group, a force to be reckoned with on the campus. And no matter what challenges or what was tossed on our to-do list plate, we seem to all come together, pull together, and make it happen. I can recall us working late nights, many, many hours, working on that 20-page application for the Umoja Community Organization. I kid you not, 20 pages. From the meetings to the campus, from writing proposals for funding, we were the three of us managed to make Umoja happen. We laid a very strong foundation to the point in which I'm certain we started off with three, myself, Professor Turner, Rose Thompson. We now have 15 fantastic team members. I doubt very, very seriously if any of the ones that joined us after would want to become a part of a program with a weak foundation. We started off in the Learning Resource Center with the Umoja Village. And now we sort of moved on up because the foundation is strong. We are now the UEI, the Umoja Equity Institute. So Rose, no matter how many years go by, your Umoja family wants you to know you will always be a part of the heartbeat of Umoja. We thank you for your contributions, your visions, your love, and undying support towards moving Umoja from a dream to a reality. Thank you. I will now turn it over to Bonnie so she can present you with a very deserving award. Bonnie?
Bonnie, you're muted.
Oh.
Yes, okay, let's try that again. I hope you'll be able to see this. I will read the inscription for you. It says, there's a wisdom knot at the very top. Can you see that? And it says, COM Umoja Program Award for Foundational Support and Contribution, presented to Rose Thompson, 2021 Graduation Celebration. And we'll be sending this to you.
Father.
Okay.
Thank you, Renetta, for that wonderful introduction. Thank you, Bonnie, for presenting me with this special award. It is such a pleasure to be here to celebrate and honor our Umoja graduates and transfer students. I'm Rose Thompson. I would like to thank my Umoja family for inviting me to this special event. I am honored and humbled to accept this award. I would also like to thank Walter Turner and Renetta Earley, our other founding members of the Umoja program at College of Marin. Thank you for our awesome teamwork to bring Umoja to the campus, and thank you for our friendship of many, many years. I would also like to thank my EOPS family for the wonderful years of working with all of you and for your friendship as well. As a counselor, it was a joy and privilege to work with so many amazing students, and I am grateful for that. I am in awe to see the Umoja program grow stronger each year. The dedicated Umoja faculty and staff must be very proud. Congratulations to our Umoja graduates and transfer students, class of 2021. I am so excited for all of you, and I wish you continued success in all of your future endeavors. Continue to follow your dreams and enjoy the journey along the way. It is truly a privilege and honor to be a part of the Umoja family. And it's great to see many of my College of Marin colleagues here this evening. Thank you everyone for your participation and part in this wonderful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Rose. The next student we'll be hearing from is Tyler Sims. Tyler was a graduate of American Canyon, and his first year he attended University of San Francisco. He chose to come to College of Marin to create more academic options, as well as be involved in the college's men's basketball team. I met with Tyler, and he got involved with the learning community his first semester. I spoke with Coach Tom, the basketball coach, and he gave this, I heard this paralanguage, this sigh in his voice when I said Tyler Sims. And he said, he's the next level representation of our program and our school. With the challenging year of the pandemic, he did not let anything derail him from his goals. He's part of ASCOM. He's also the team captain of men's basketball and one of our student team assistants. Umoja family, help me welcome Tyler Sims.
Thank you, Troy, for that wonderful introduction. I appreciate it. I would first like to start off by thanking everyone in Umoja this year. You guys have been such a great support to me, and I probably wouldn't have been able to make it throughout this year without you guys. Yeah, this is hard. This is hard. But as we all know, this year has been nothing but easy for everyone. And I would like to say that I'm very inspired by just how everyone came together and fought for these social issues, equity in the school, educational equity, and things like that. Me being a part of so many different things on this campus, being a part of ASCOM, being a part of College of Marin basketball, and being a part of Umoja, I get to interact with a lot of different students. And seeing how people came together and supported each other is something that really inspired me this year. There's a lot of challenges. I've seen people drop out of school. A lot of my friends came back to school by being talked to. And that's just a testament to how supportive and cultivating this group is. As I said before, I really would not have made it throughout College of Marin without you all. With that being said, I would like to congratulate you all on this wonderful achievement this year. Despite everything that's been thrown at you all, you've managed to get your AA degree from one of the best institutions in California. With College of Marin being named the #1 college, just have to throw that in there, #1. We're #1 in California. You're getting an A-class education. And I also want to congratulate you all on earning admittance to great institutions to continue your education. But with that comes great responsibility. With us being the next generation of world changers, that means we have to continue to fight for our dreams, continue to fight for equity, continue to fight for oppression, and stand up for others. We have the most power in the world. Everything is at our fingertips. And with that, we have to continue to go out and change the world, change the society we live in to make it a better place for our kids, our generation that comes after us. And that is my charge to you all. Thank you for having me.
At this time, Renetta and I will read off students graduating and or transferring. Tejan Harris, music major, headed to Sonoma State University. Susie Kim, receiving her liberal arts and social behavioral sciences, transferring to San Francisco State University. Khadijah Markham, liberal arts and natural sciences, transferring to UC Berkeley for architecture. Cynthia Rosas, getting a liberal arts and social behavioral sciences and returning to COM to complete her AA in art requirements. Melina Wallace, a liberal arts and social behavioral sciences, also returning to COM to unlock the nursing prerequisites.
Yes.
Sorry, Troy, can I ask you to go slightly slower because we're trying to spotlight people and it takes just a second. So just one second slower. Thank you.
Jacob Weber, communications filmmaking, still waiting to hear about transfer schools. Keisha Fuller, communication studies, transferring to San Francisco State University. Grace Tueros, psychology major, AAT, tagging and going to UC Davis.
Davis, woo woo.
Okay, I'm going to announce the students who are receiving an AST degree. Julian Bryant, business administration. He's returning to College of Marin to play basketball. Michaela Washington, business administration, attending East Bay, CSU East Bay. Transfer students, Keel Hodge, transferring to Sacramento State as a criminology and justice studies student. Tyler Sims, he graduated last year with his liberal arts and social science behavioral degree, but he's transferring on as a psychology major. He's been accepted at Temple University, but awaiting to hear from Howard. No title. Partik Sunder, transferring to UC Berkeley as a psychology major. Yay for our graduates.
Yay.
I think now we need to have Dr. Kuhn confer the degrees.
So that means I'm up. Great. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you. Let me just say it's This is my favorite time of the year, celebrating all the successes of our students. And it's great to have Rose back with us, and we've had some amazing student speakers. And so, but I'm also reminded that it's just Professor France and I that are between you and dinner or you and your celebrations. So I'm going to make it brief, right? I'm going to get right to it. But I'd be remiss in not starting with thanking our Umoja family of staff and faculty who've just done an amazing, always do an amazing job, but they've gone above and beyond this year to ensure that all these students, our transfer students and our degree and certificate awardees are moving on. So thank you guys very much. You're just tremendous, and I so appreciate all of you. And I know that we're also joined this evening by some of our family and friends and supporters and loved ones, all of which are key to having our students make it to this point. So I honor you, I thank you, and I just so appreciate all that you've done to help our students get to this point. I also see a number of other really proud and beaming folks that aren't necessarily, everybody's is attached to Umoja, but they're some of our faculty and staff and others that are outside necessarily of the immediate Umoja family. And I want to thank them too, because they've really gone above and beyond this last year plus to ensure that we've been able to keep on keeping on as we've worked our way through this pandemic. So I want to give them a big round of applause for just being tremendous. But in the end, it all comes down to our students and the amazing job that they've done. And I want to say this to our students, and our students, they're soon to be our former students in some cases, but under the best of circumstances, earning a college degree, earning the credits required for transferring is challenging. But y'all have done it in the middle of a pandemic with political strife in the background, social unrest, and the reckoning of social and racial injustice for Black, Indigenous, and other people of color. So it was truly through your grit and determination that you've made it here, and we are so very proud of you. And we know that some of you are moving on, and you'll always be welcome. You're always a member of the College of Marin family, and you're going to join the thousands of alums that have come before you, and you're always welcome to come back, and we look forward to hearing about your many successes. And before I do my official duty in conferring the degrees, I just want to say that I hope for all of us that we look back on this period and this period in our history as a time of enlightenment and as a time when our commitment to equity, diversity, anti-racism, and social justice for all made a real and lasting difference. So with that, let's get down to business and let's confer some degrees. So by order of the Board of Trustees and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon the candidates the Associates in Arts degrees, Associates in Science degrees, and the certificates achievements, and admit them to the honors, rights, privileges, and obligations pertaining thereto. And I also recognize and congratulate the students who have completed the course requirements for acceptance for transfer. Congratulations, we so appreciate and are so proud of all of you.
Great, thank you so much, President Kuhn. And on behalf of the Umoja program at the College of Marin, we congratulate you on your success, and we leave you with an African proverb for the day. Anticipate the good so that you may enjoy it. Anticipate the good so that you may enjoy it. Congratulations, everybody.